Greetings, this is a work in progress spreadsheet I'm going to add is basics of team building and Morimens. I'm going to make this bit more neater before I update it. But I'm going to go over this because I just coached someone today and they were asking me how to build a team. That's a common coaching question I asked. Remember, I coach people every Sunday, Saturday on the Discord, so just message me if you're available and I'll help you get started on the game. But anyway, so these are the basics of team building and Morimens. Step 1. Choose a theme or carry unit you're building around. Now I'm just providing examples for this game. There are more archetypes available. So poison team. So if you want a poison team, there's going to be Miriam and 24 blue. Counter team, Caucus or Nautilus. Hyper scaling stall, for example, is Caster or Zonga. Tentacles, Corporal and Tulu. And broken hyper carries. So Tawio, Jella, and Uvash. So this details like the goal of your team, what you are building at, what is your goal, how are you going to fuck up the enemy? Are you going to fuck them up by slowly poisoning them to death with these two? Make them kill themselves on your counter? Or stall every turn until one big burst turn so you kill them? Tentacles? Or are you going to build around one specific unit and not a theme, for example? You're building around enabling Tawil. You're building around enabling Jellet. You're building around enabling Uvash or Jenkins, for example. So before you build your team, choose what Awaker you want to build your team around or a concept. An Awaker or a concept. So these are the main concepts in the game right now. And then after that, you choose enabling Awakers. Now, you ignore the Warden whatever detailed in the game because some supports, like Tawil, can function as a hypercarry. Now, these are examples of Awaker archetypes. Now, Awakers can fit into several things. Some Awakers do multiple things at once, which is why they're S tier or A tier. So Hamel, for example, is a strength scaler, helps with mana, and draw. So he's a triple threat, for example, in the support section. So that's why Hamel's S tier. He checks so many boxes here. Now, how do you want to enable these characters? You want to make babies? Dice is the best baby maker in the game. So she feels Jella, she feels Sorel. If you want babies, look no further than Thighs. Lei is a shit baby maker. She makes like one malformed fetus every now and then. She has so many miscarriages, dude. Thighs, she pops them baby like it's her job, which it sort of is. Strength scalers, examples. Nah, there are better strength scalers than these. I'm just examples, so you get a general gist. You want to be creative. If a unit scales well with strength, like with Jellet, for example, with 5 times strength scaling on her bloodthirsty flails, there's the Hamel. There's the Ogier. Good strength scalers. Other options are Tulu, Corporal with pilots, etc. Permanent poison buffers, such as Jellet. There's also Miriam. If you want card draw, you put in the Riker. Again, what do you feel your team needs? What do you need to bring this theme or carry to power? Do you need tentacles? Oh, if you're playing Corporal, you want tentacles. If you're playing most blues, you want tentacles. Tulu's a great tentacle, but you want mana? Your team's mana hungry? You're playing Asanga? These are good mana builders. You need healing? You're fucking Genji main? Caucus or G-Doll. Caucus is better than most healers in the game, dude. That's why he's such a good standard unit. You need shielding? Caster, Nautilus. Nautilus you can plop in any team. You need shielding, you need defense, plop in a Nautilus. You always die. You're playing at half health. You die all the time. Pop into Feint. Pop into Solis. You need Alienus? Oh, you need Alienus Battery. Winkle. Miriam. 2 great units. So you need to discard your card. Corporal. Or you put in a Posse or a Rita. You want to quit the fucking game and play a trash unit? Put in Quem. You want to quit the fucking game? Have your being invaded by alien hosts? Fucking Serlins. She needs to get out of Lemuria. Get out of our nation. Go back to our filthy space people. Then pick Clem. So make step 3. Make sure your team has easy access to these effects. If not, get an Waker that can do it easily. So you want a bone, you want weakness. Now in Arc 1, this is less of a problem because you have Orisons, which gives bone and weakness. But for Arc 2, those are very, very rare. So you want an easy method, preferably a cheap method that's always ready to apply a vulnerable or to apply a weakness on enemy. Now what vulnerable does, makes them take 50% more damage. That's pretty nice. So Caucus, very easy vuln application with his X, so you can save it for wherever you need it. Cheetah, she has that with damage amp. Dies, really good, two turns. Corporal, pretty decent. Asia shits out vulnerable like a brick, dude. Because she's a kid, but she fucks people up, dude. Weakness, make enemies deal 25% less damage. You want at least one source of weakness for endgame hard mode. So these are good weakness appliers here. Now, niche effects. These are effects that you might want to consider adding, but only a few Wakers have this in their kit. Such as Strength Down. G-Doll and Tawil have really good strength down value. Unlike dog shit Clem, which is fucking trash character. Like, her strength down is fucking worthless compared to these two. Tawil can play like 5 Tetra Wings in a turn, dude. Can Clem do that? No, because she's a dog shit character, okay? Now, weakness cleanse. Can Clem do that? No, because she's a dog shit support. Caucus can do that, and build counter, and apply bone, and heal you. He does all that without being a shit unit, and he's a standard character. Really? Really? Would you want to spend your fucking Liberty Pools like a fucking scum on this filthy bog creature? What the fuck is wrong with you? You're spending your fucking hard-earned money, your 9-to-5 job, on this fucking dog shit bog creature, dude. Delete this fucking character in the game. Holy shit. Dog shit Awaker. F tier. Okay, now back. Immunity to a debuff for a turn. That's Nautilus, a nice standard unit. She makes you immune to fragile, vulnerable, and weakness for a turn on demand with her Exalt. It's a really nice effect that you can use to abuse some bosses. Celeste, you can revive when you die if you're having a problem with dying. You know, because you're playing fucking Glem! The fucking dog shit fucking character in the game! Okay, now back to this damage amp buff. So, like Cheetah, she has a nice damage amp buff on her talent. Symptom removal. Look at this, Cassia. Cassia is very niche. She's really bad because you hardly ever need this. But if you're playing with symptoms for some reason, I don't know, for like fun, I guess, there is an achievement to play 8 symptoms. Put in Cassia. Make the most useless member or support on your team a Costco slave or an S-key bot. Now, you can also call them Costco butlers if you want to be more politically correct, you know. These are your nice Costco butlers, like Hamill, for example. You put in these Costco wheels, as you see in my other part of my guide. But for Arc 2, you want S-key bots, because S-key is very important in Arc 2. So, to make an S-key bot, you want to put S-key wheels, and you also want to make them a Birther. Now, Birth of a Soul is a very, very, very good pay-to-win Battle Pass wheel. Because in Arc 2, you want max HP. This is the only wheel that gives you a max HP bonus. Because your counter and poison caps are determined by your max HP. Which I personally disagree with the change. I think it kind of gates people and makes this a pay-to-win wheel. But you need at least one Birther if you have this wheel. It's very, very good in Arc 2. Also, Dice' wheel is very good. If you have her wheel and you're not running Dice, put it on your S-key bot. It's very good for Arc 2. So, make at least one support into an S-key bot and a Birther. You have two if you want. Now, step 5. Pick one of the meta posies that 99% of the player base use for their main team. With a few niche exceptions. Now, these are the 2 meta posies, Festival of the Tides and Mouse Wisdom. Why is Festival meta? Draws 2 cards, gets 2 mana. But all Wakers lose 5 elements if But it's really good. Draw your cards 2 mana. Very good. This is just 3 mana. So you're going to use one of these 2 posies. This is going to be the best choice for your main team. Now these are niche picks in certain teams it rises above. Lone Seed, as you know, you put it in a Jellet team to do per wheels. Now, some cases you want this. Lone Seed is very good on certain teams. This one is very good on caster teams. This one is very good on discard teams. Now, step 6. Run with your homemade homebrew comp until you realize you have a missing key factor and slowly build from there. Or you follow my endgame verify comps that have cleared all content hard mode deathless. If your comp has done so, send me a screenshot, and if I agree with you, you'll be added to the list. Now the list is quite extensive. I think I'm proud of it, but let me just pull up the list and show you. Now, I'm still working on this. I'm adding new comps in the future. Now, let me display capture. Now, on the left-hand side, you can see the Google Sheet, and these are lists of every comp that has cleared all content hard mode deathless. Now, see? Now, if your comp is unique enough and good enough to clear hard mode deathless, and I agree with it, you can be featured here, and I'll give you full credit on the side here on Discord, so people can add you if you want. So, let me go to the game and give you some examples of a couple of comps that you can try out. Now, switching to game capture, this is my comp right here, Blue Will. So, what this comp does, I have everything you need. I have 2 Vuln application sources, G-Dog Caucus, and the theme of this comp is Twill Hyper Carry with Poison Counter. Now, as you know in my G-Dog video, G-Dog gives permanent counter base damage and poison buffs every Overexalt. Now, Twill has access to all blue cards, so she can apply poison, she can build counter. So this team takes advantage of every effect in the game. Poison, counter, base damage. Now, it has nice strength scaling with Twill and Hamel, easy application of Vuln, nice shields from the Caucus, nice shield from the Twill, nice heals from G-Dog. It has everything. It's feature complete here. And Hamel is the S-Key bot here. Now, this is the standard 24 carry team. Ignore the wheels. I just made this as a quick example. Just look at the Awakers here. So, Poison, Alien Mist bot to fill up 24, Strength Buffer to fill up 24, and a unit to help you live. Now, this is your typical Jellet comp with Horla, which is good. Now, you have a Petrify to stall a turn to live. You have your S-Key bot and dies. You have your Vuln and weakness with dies. And you have your Baby Maker with dies. And dies and Jellet both build strength. And you have the Lone Seed niche pick. This is a meta comp. It's feature complete. Now, this is a poison comp that is the Chinese recommend. I don't recommend because it's Lily. But it's also feature complete. It has access to weakness, Vuln, and it has access to survivability with the Lily. Now, back here, this is the caster comp. This is one of my caster comps I cooked up without Twill. Now it has a strength builder and shielder with Ogier. Has Hamel for the draw to fuel up caster. It has another draw and crit damage. So this is a stall comp. Very good. Now this is their standard discard comp. So you can get these 3 and just pick a 4th unit. Now this is your standard tentacle comp. So Ramona helps pull more corporal 1-cost cards and helps Tulu build more tentacles. Because Ramona is a very good S-Key bot unit. Now this is another 24 comp, feature complete. Now you get access to the Vuln and weakness for 24 Exalt, which you'll have because Hamel will help her gain more Alien Mist with his double play cards. Again, as long as you follow my guides, follow the endgame build, you can have your team featured too. Now that's it for basics in team building. Hopefully you understand what goes into team building. You want to figure out what you want your team to build around. and pick Awakers to support it. You do not pay attention to this word. Ignore this. This is chorus, salt. Yeah, these are all fake. This chorus means assist. Torio is a carry. This is a defense. He does a lot of damage. He does everything. Assault. This is like one of the few cases. Warden, as you know, caster, once you give him E3, he's also a DPS now. Like Goliath, assault, but he's played as a support nowadays. Again, you ignore this. It's what the devs intend, and the player base will always find a way to break the game. And how can we trust the devs when they fucking release a dog shit unit like Clem? Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Wow, she does everything, but it does nothing. It does nothing. Okay, now back to it. Alien Mist Battery. Some Awakers want to exile a lot. Winkle is a very good Alien Mist Battery. As you see in my collab with Manchi, the son of Satan. Now, go forth and conquer Morimens, my fellow flock.